Overall impressions of just kind of the D-line so far, and given where you would hope they'd be at this point.
Man, I know you guys been out here watching, but we've been eating, we've been making plays and doing good things. We just got to be consistent with that, and then really, as it gets hot out here and the camp goes on, we have to be always ready to practice. We can't start off slow, so it's my job to get, prepare them in the morning in meetings to get them going, and they have been receptive to it, and they've been doing well, and I like how physical they've been. The pad level and using their hands, them turning around to the ball. That's probably the biggest thing that we have to work on is running to the ball. And we're getting there. There's some guys that do it, some guys that, kind of, a little lethargic with it. But in order to play in this defense, you have to be able to turn and run to the ball.
Deshaun Mallory coming in, there seems to be some question like whether he'd be able to join. He's on the team. It seems like he's made a couple of big plays, and especially like inside runs. It looks like he's making his presence felt. What are your impressions of him so far?
Oh yeah, more than a couple. He's making plays all day, every day, man. And like I was telling the guy earlier, between him and Coop, I couldn't be more pleased with the effort and what they're doing. And like I said, I gave them a little break today in the team because they deserve it. They worked their tails off, so they're leading by example. And the younger bucks are seeing this, and they're following suit.
Speaking of Coop, making that transition from the end of the last couple of years to inside in spring. Now that he's got some more reps under his belt, and how do you feel he started off fall camp?
He's on surprise people this year. He's suited for that position. His body frame, he's put on some good weight. He's very savvy. He knows the defense. He's good with his hands. Plays a great pad level. Good change of direction. I'm happy about Coop. Really happy about him. I'm happy he came back, and I'm happy he's here.
So those top two guys in the depth chart seem to be really impressive so far. How do you feel about your depth and the other guys that are kind of vying for more reps in that rotation?
Yeah, between C.J. Fight, Sam Benjamin, Tristan Monday, we brought in Harold Brooks. Harold got banged up a little bit, but I think he'll give us some depth. But yeah, I want C.J. and Sam, to keep going, keep doing what they're doing. Blazing. He has to pick it up. And he has. He's improving. So that's what camp is for. These guys have been working their tails off all summer long. So and it's showing. They come out here working. They're doing well.
Now you obviously know what it's like to go through camp and in this heat and going up to Camp T. As some of the the grind starts to set in camp over the next month. What are some of the things you kind of as a coach got to do to kind of get these guys to kind of push through some of those walls?
Well, as a coach, I need to wake up every morning and be ready. What I'm saying? I was telling the guys today, I woke up, my alarm clock, and I was just laying there like, But then you know what? Boom. I had to flip the switch because I got to go in here, and if I'm their leader as a coach, they go as I go. So I came in there, I flipped the switch, I had some music playing in the meeting. Let's go, get your mind right, let's start fast. And and they were very receptive to it, and they came out here to good practice. So it's really on me to get these guys going. And there's gonna be days where I might have a little, voice. Mallory and Coop, they know they'll pick up the slack for me, but I ain't gonna let that happen.
Camp T next week. I mean, you know that place very well. What are you going to want to get out of your guys and make sure they get out of the experience, both on the field, but it seems like the biggest impact that Camp T ever has is kind of off the field in that bonding process.
You hit it nail on the head right there. You go up to the mountains. I'm glad there's no cell phone reception is horrible. Put your phones down. Let's get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? About your life stories, have campfires, kumbaya, but then grind practice out, go eat lunch in the cafeteria, and just take it all in and bond. Like I said, I can't wait to go, Camp T for 4 years, and that's where the men were made, that's where relationships were made, the bonds were made, and then we come back, and we're different human beings when we come back from there, and because we get to know each other, we hug on each other, we love on each other, become family, and I'm excited about it. As a matter of fact, I was going through some old stuff. I got the one at a time shirts and all that stuff. I might just pop a few of those on and bring them with me every day, wear them in practice or something. So,
over the next couple of weeks, what are the things that you are the most critical for your group to accomplish to make sure that you feel comfortable in them for the 31st against Southern Utah?
Just being consistent, dialing in, getting the play calls down, and like I said, really just having that mindset of turning and running to the ball and being in attack mode all the time. So every day, we got to come out here and grind it out. We'll give them their breaks and stuff like that. But this camp is where it's at, and so we can't let up, take the foot off the gas pedal with them. We have to push them to their limits. They have to know their limits, bring out the inner beast in them, and so that's our job as coaches to do that, and we're getting the best out of them.